Hello and welcome. It is Saturday the 8th of October. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Alright, we got a Bonanza Saturday coming up. For those of you who are regulars and familiar with the horse racing world, I'm sure you can see there's a lot of opportunity out there in the horse racing ether with extra places and big fields and stuff. So we are firmly double staking. Could easily have gone more, but I'm not doing that. So it's double stake. It's 40 quid today. We've had a good week so far. So the running total for this week for the channel is that we're up at 160. And really, really important, regulars are good with this. If you're new to this channel, we are up 160. That is not banked, but that is what we've got back as profit. £40 is our limit of our bet. Therefore, after today, even if it goes terribly, everybody should still be up £120, if that makes sense. So don't go crazy and think it's been a great week. Callum's on a nice run. We'll go in there. And I know there's a whole bunch of new viewers on today because I can see it from the stats and figures and stuff like that. That tends to be what happens when we have a good run. More people come along and those people don't really understand it. Some of those people end up staying. Some of those people leaving because they might have missed the good day and they then catch it on the way back down again. There isn't such a thing as in form, out of form. Just some days it works and some days those work days go together. If you've been watching a long time, you know we have long runs where it doesn't go very well. It is going very well at the moment. Overall profit for the channel is knocking about the 28% mark now. So if you just did horse bets, it's 33%. If you were doing it like for like through Sky Bet. But you know, there's days where the channel might come out slightly ahead. There's days where viewers will come out ahead. I think yesterday, to be fair, I think the channel did all right. But if you'd done it with 365, you'd come out much better. So we will do the review of yesterday and we're going to go through today's bets. We're going to canter through stuff. I'll try and cut the waffle where I can, but you know I can't help myself. So it will be when we get to the bets today, as I said, 40 quid, 8 bets. There are 4 lucky 15s, 1 Yankee, 3 combination bets. It's volume. It's not like massively complicated, but it has to be volume on a day like today. So yesterday I got it as 35 on, 99.25 back. So a profit of 64.25. So it's been a good week. I came back from holiday. Friday was terrible last week. Saturday wasn't great, but we only missed out a little bit. And then Sunday's gone well. No bet Monday. Tuesday was close. Wednesday went well. Thursday was close. Friday was good. So it's been an all-round decent week. So we had this to start us off with. Isla Kai placed. Sparkling Beauty was the disappointment in that bet. Haunted Dream placed. And Kim and Grace went and won nicely. So 316 to 1 shots, two place, 1 win. Nice return on that bet, but it wasn't actually the best bet of the day. Bet 2, What's the Story placed, and then Ponzaleese was disappointing. Kate Moss placed. Fell out of the stalls, probably would have won that race, and that and Kim and Grace would have been well clear, they're both of them, but it made up a lot of ground. And then Global Spirit was only 1 out the placings, so we would have almost had a place treble there again. Well, almost did have a place treble. We had a place double on that one. This was the one that did the damage yesterday. What's the Story placed, Isla Kai placed, Sheer Rocks close but not, Haunted Dream placed, Kate Moss placed, Kim and Grace won. So 5 out of 6 in the combination bet. So it returned a really, really healthy £52 off £6 bet. It's going to vary what prices you had because Kim and Grace crashed in the morning and then went back up again. Kate Moss went in again on the race. Haunted Dream drifted to 25, so it's going to vary. Bet 4, it's really helpful when you get 4 duds in a bet. That's bet 4. Then bet 5 at Newcastle started off well. Atoll Blair Boyd got done on the line. Amazement was 4th, which was only good enough for Sky though. And then the next 2 were disappointing. So it was a place double for Sky, place single non-Sky, but not a massive return on that. And then we finished off this. We were trying to get it done at the end. Scarlet Dancer was 3rd. Rocky Dreams was 2nd. Dragon Roll 1. I think I'm right in saying that. I can't remember. I've literally had a mind blank. I think it won. It definitely was in the frame. And then Storm Steps, we needed that to complete the Yankee and the fourfold, but no, it was last throughout. It looked like it might be moving, and it didn't really get very far, so it was very disappointing. So, as I said, 35 on, 99 back. We're in a healthy place for the week. Let's get cracking to today's bets. Here we go. Hold your hats, get your photographs, your notepads, whatever you're doing. We're starting here. All 8 bets are Sky preferable. If you've got the option of Sky account, today get on your Sky account. They are extra place on most of the big races. So we're going 3:15 York, Hyperfocus 18 to 1. 3:40 Newmarket, Call My Bluff 14s. I put this horse up in my review last night. It's coming now to 20s. I put it up at 33s. I'm still keeping it, and it's the only extra single. I'm just going to go with that. 4:30 Fairyhouse, Ardamere 20 to 1. And then the 5 o'clock York, Chichester 18 to 1. 20p each way, lucky 15. With the additional 50p each way single on Ardamere. It might look odd because it's 20 to 1, but I just wanted a bit more stake on that horse because I do think it's going to run a decent race potentially. So that is bet 1, £7, gets us off on the roll. This is the one that people will get more excited about. So we've got 3:15 York, Air Raid 14s. Then in the Cesarovich, 3:40 Newmarket, Author's Dream 50 to 1. 4:55 the Curragh, Apple of His Eye 22 to 1. 5 o'clock York, Maristica 50 to 1. Some people would think it was outrageous to put 2 50 to 1 shots in the same bet. That's what we've done. That's bet 2. That's the one that you can make your dream. Statistically speaking, clearly those horses have got no chance according to bookmakers and other punters. I think there's value in both of those at 50 to 1. Sky our best, 365 or Paddy next best. 20p each way, lucky 15. That is £6 you bet. So they're the main 2 lucky 15s in terms of stake. The other ones are smaller staked. Then we've got this bet 3, 3:15 York, Mr. Wagyu 12s. 4:25 York, Monsieur Lambres 20 to 1. 4:50 Newmarket, Tenaya Canyon 18 to 1. 5:20 Newmarket, Finest Sound 14 to 1. That's a smaller stake, 15p each way, lucky 15. 4:50 a bet, Sky best, and then any one of Coral, Paddy 365. They've got the same terms and they're all paying bog. I think bog would be useful today, but I think extra places just slightly trump it. Alright then, this one I'm doing a little bit differently because I'm taking the SP. I don't usually do it, but it's just such a clear and obvious place to do that. If you are betting with bookmakers that are paying best price guaranteed, like Paddy or 365, you don't need to do this. This is really only calling out those of you who are Sky Bet specifically, or anybody else who is not getting best price guaranteed. But we've gone in the big races, we're going a 4 and a 5 combination bet. So it's 9 horses, 3:15 York, Hyperfocus, Air Raid, Mr. Wagyu and Bergerac. Going on to, in the Cesarovich, Call My Bluff, Author's Dream, Prince Imperial, Withhold and Not So Sleepy. We've got the 3 old boys in there, the 2 9-year-olds and a 10-year-old. So it's 20 times 15p each way doubles. Don't get confused. This is actually very straightforward to put on. If you're online, you select all these 4, then you go to that race, you select all those 5, and then you go into the multiple section and your bet slip. It will automatically calculate that is 20 possible combinations between those 4 and those 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So there are 20 combinations of double on there. So it's 20 times 15p each way doubles, £6 you bet on the main 2 races of the day. If you haven't realised you haven't got Sky are 7 places on both those races. That is absolutely ridiculous. So I want to have a right crack there. But even paying 6 places with Paddy and 365 with bog, that is also pretty ridiculous. So that's bet 4. Bet 5, Irish Lucky 15. 3:45 the Curragh, Rich Belief 28s. 4:55 Curragh, Coins Cross 14s. 5:05 Fairyhouse, Maggie Walsh 20s. And then just to watch out on the 5:30 Curragh, it's playing extra places like a lot of the other big fielders, but that one's got 30 runners in. The others have all got something around 19, 20, 21 runners. Statistically, that's much more less advantageous, that race. I've kept it in for some bets, but there's some really, really good prices in that race. The problem is mathematically it's not a good race to bet on in terms of percentage chance of making the frame. But we're going line ring as my number one in that race at 33s. So it's a 15p each way, lucky 15, 450 a bet 5. Bet 6, Curragh combination bet, 345 away to sea and rich belief, 455 coins cross apple of his eye, 5:30 line ring midnight fire. So this is the bet that did the damage yesterday. We're having a crack at the Curragh for this one today. 12 times 15p each way doubles and 8 times 15p each way trebles. Again, it rounds up nicely to £6. I'm trying to make the maths nice and easy for people here. It is as simple as you put all 6 horses in your bet slip and it will automatically calculate in the multiple section that there are 12 possible doubles and 8 possible trebles. You don't need to write out all of these separate bets and put them on like that. If you're in a betting shop, write it like that. That is good enough. That is bet 6. Bet 7, I've got another combination doubles bet. I'm going for one for a bit later in the day. So I've got a couple of bets where if the main 2 races go really, really badly, we've at least got something to still cheer for. So we're stacked on the main races, but we've got a bit here. So 455 the Curragh, Coins Cross, Apple of His Eye, the Blue Panther, and the 5 o'clock York, Chichester, Maristika, and Phalak. 9 times 15p each way double, so that is 3 times 3 is 9. Again, all in your bet slip. It will automatically calculate it for you. Just a mere 270 on bet 7. And finally, I'm finishing off in the similar way I did yesterday with Dundalk. This has chopped and changed a lot. Some of the prices have gone up and down like yo-yos at Chelmsford, but I'm happy where it's ended up. Sky are paying 4 places on all 4 of these races, even though they're not massive fields. So definitely preferable with Sky for this type of bet, massively so. If you haven't got Sky, you will get best price guaranteed if you're using Paddy 365 or Coral. So you might get better prices. But we've got 5:25 Chelmsford, Monda Hill 13-2, 7 o'clock Aramis Grey 6s, 7:30 Bankrupt 11s, 8 o'clock Jumeirah Bridge 10s. It's just a small. It's for 15p each way Yankee. It's only a 3:30 bet. If you work out basically the maths on this kind of bet, if all of those 4 place and everything else has gone badly, we get most of our money back. That's kind of how it is. So it's a bit of a saver bet. I do them on Sundays. For those of you regular, you see me do it a lot. And any of the big meetings or big days, I try and do it. Some meetings it's just not viable, but the Chelmsford ones were worth a little go as a bit of a saver. So if the whole day's gone down the pan, we've got something to go for in there. But clearly if Monda Hill goes and we're just left with those 3, it's not going to be the most exciting bet. But there it is. That is bet 8. That is the final bet. So that is it. £40 on today. It can go well, it can go badly. We have to have a go today. It's days like that today that the strategy comes to its fore. So I've got to have a right go. And fortunately, because we've had a good week, we've got a nice cushion. So even if it goes badly, we're still well up for the week. But please don't go crazy on these bets. Tomorrow is much quieter. I thought it might be alright, and it's actually the fields have dropped quite a bit. So we will have thankfully or not thankfully, depending on how you look at it, a much quieter day tomorrow between the 3 meetings in the UK. So I'm expecting it will definitely, I'm not going to say definitely, I'm expecting it to be less than a normal day stake. So I think we'll probably be in the £15 kind of a territory for tomorrow's betting. So much smaller to finish our week. So irrespective of Saturday, Sunday, we've nicely guaranteed a profit for the week in the bank. All right, that is me. I'll leave it there so you can get these bets on. But the first race is not till 3:15. You've got time, and this time of the day, it's not like the prices are suddenly going to go, so you need to rush it. So there's a bit of volume. Take your time, get them on properly, and see how we go. All right, I'll be back in the morning. You have a lovely Saturday afternoon, and that's it. Bye bye.